You're all going to die one day. You can take the risk that, I want to die, nothing, we're going to come to matter. We came to matter, and we become matter. That's one option. The other option is we're going to be resurrected. It comes a warning.
I guess I've sort of thought about that quite a lot, and I guess my take on that is, if I die, then I go to heaven, that's great. If I get sent to hell, then it's sort of, why would a God that's good send me to hell? Okay. If I've not lived a life that I think is worthy of.
Okay, there's two questions there which you asked, yeah?
In Islam, there is a thing if you go to hell for a little time, isn't it? If you've done like some bad things.
Like as Muslims, there's punishment, there's reward. Yeah, it's punishment, reward. The first one about heaven, I'm sure if you want to go to heaven, you just said, you want to go to heaven.
I guess.
Yeah, because this could be just education for you. This is something you can research. We believe heaven is something, a place where you can have whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Yeah. In this life, you can't be able to do everything you want. There's some things I want to do, but I can't do it because it's not a metaphysical world. It's a physical world with many limitations. But in heaven, I can do whatever I want. So I really want to get there. So that's one thing that I'm glad you believe in that. The other one, bro, is about why would God allow, what did you say? You said about why he created hell.
Why would God send me to hell? It used to be a bit of a stronger argument in my head when I was like, I've not done anything wrong, I couldn't go to hell, but anything other than not being a Muslim.
The way we explain this in Islamic theology, see, the Creator, Allah, we have Allah. Have you heard the word Allah? We call Creator Allah. Allah has many names and attributes. Yeah, he has many names and attributes. He's sent these names out so we can know him, we can understand him, we can have a relationship with him. One of his names, I'm going to say in Arabic and I'll say in English. One of his names is Al-Alim, the all-knowing, and Al-Hakim, the all-wise. What that means is, Isaac, me and you have unlimited minds. Or are our minds limited? Are our minds limited, or do we have unlimited minds? Do we have limited or unlimited knowledge about everything? Apparently, you could correct this, you're a student. We've not even discovered the depths of the ocean. I don't know how much more, I think 70 or 80% we've not even discovered. That's just the ocean, right? So what does that mean? There's so much to learn about. We don't know about atoms, we don't know about, there's so much, the universe, right? What is my point of saying this? My point is because we have limited minds, the Creator, God, who made everything, He has unlimited knowledge.
I just think, for me...
Are you going with your discussion? Let me finish. Because you asked the question, why would God? In this question, why, comes up a lot. Why God made hell? Why did God do this? Why something? Because there's a wisdom behind that. There's a wisdom, there's a reasoning behind that. But me and you can't access that wisdom yet. Because we're living in a physical, limited world. You understand? And so the thing is, we have to understand that God is unlimited in knowledge, in power, in wisdom. There's a wisdom behind it, but just because we don't understand the wisdom, we can't say there's no wisdom behind it. That's the best answer to say why God made hell, why do this and why do that and that kind of thing. Are you following that thought?
Yeah, I get the argument of how God,
He's the all-wise, all-knowing.
God knows everything more than we do.
We have to.
So we can't understand why God does things. But I just think it seems convenient that if religion was something that wasn't real, it'd be made up by people to feel like their good actions are worth something, and there's something afterwards. They go to heaven, and the people who persecute them, they're punished.
Okay, I gave you an explanation, right, which you can think about. Let me ask you from your point of view: is there suffering on earth?
Yes.
Go to Pakistan, my country. Go to Africa. There's a lot of suffering. There's a lot of poverty. There's a lot of injustice. Yeah. There's a lot of babies. They die at a young age.
Yeah.
Cancer, whatever. How do you explain that from your point of view?
From what, sorry?
How do you explain that? What meaning do you get from that?
Oh, this GCSE RS question is.
No, what do you understand by that? The point of it.
Well, for me, as a religious person, it's just something. Yeah. It's just something that happens.
So this. Look at this. Just think about what I'm saying. On the one hand, I gave you an explanation that He's all-wise, all-knowing. I gave you an explanation, which you can explore. Yeah, I said it very quickly because we're in a situation. What did you say? It just happens.
But then there's the.
See, what's stronger? That's what I'm saying. It just happens. Are you going to live your life? It just happens and question God. Whereas I'm giving you an explanation, and I just gave you one explanation of why God allows suffering. Why?
That's not a complete explanation.
Again, I refer back to you that He's all knowing. There's a wisdom behind Him doing that. There's wisdom behind that, but because we can't access that wisdom, that doesn't mean there's no wisdom there. The other is that we understand by opposites. We will never know reward. We will never know peace We will never know happiness until we understand their suffering. Because the opposite of suffering is what? Happiness. Is peace. It's serenity. Yeah? That's the opposite of suffering. Serenity, right? Peace. We will never understand what serenity or peace is until it's called understanding by the opposites.